Shanghai. Imagine experiencing Shanghai for the very first time, 5 days in China's most dynamic city. From futuristic skylines and ancient water towns to hidden cafés, historic temples and neighborhoods full of character. Let me show you how to spend 5 days in Shanghai. At the end of this video, I'll share important things to know before visiting China and what this 5-day trip actually costs. My first day in Shanghai began near West Nanjing Road, one of the city's most vibrant neighborhoods, lined with cozy cafes, bakeries, and a variety of restaurants. Here you find one of the best traditional Chinese beef and green onion pies freshly baked in front of you. From there, I went over to the 1,000 Trees building, one of Shanghai's most unique pieces of architecture. Inspired by the famous Hanging Gardens, the entire structure is covered with hundreds of large columns topped with trees, creating the illusion of a vertical forest rising above the city. Next, I visited Jing'an Temple, one of the most important Buddhist temples in Shanghai. Surrounded by high-rise buildings, its golden roofs and intricate details create a striking contrast against the modern city skyline. As the afternoon turned into evening, I made my way down Nanjing Road.
It's night in the city, and I'm on my way back home. Humming on my favorite ditty.
The closer I got to sunset, the more surreal the atmosphere became, neon lights slowly flickering to life, crowds filling the streets, and the energy of Shanghai building with every block.
Strolls down the boulevard, but your place is closer than mine. Why don't we
Eventually, I reached the Bund.
more wine? 'Cause life is for living. Let's see where this all might lead.
Across the river, the skyline of Pudong lit up the night sky, creating one of the most impressive city views in the world.
My lead.
For my second day in Shanghai, I left the high-rise buildings behind and took a day trip to Zhujiajiao, an ancient water town often referred to as the Venice of Shanghai.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again?
Before you come to China, there's one thing you should know: apps like Google Maps, WhatsApp and Instagram don't work here the same way they do back home. But there's a simple workaround. If you get an international eSIM before arriving, you can stay connected and keep using your apps as usual. During this trip, I tested 3 different eSIM providers in China, and in my experience, the one that worked best was Holofly. So I reached out to them, and Holofly offered to sponsor this video and give you a 5% discount. Holofly offers unlimited data in more than 200 destinations worldwide, including regional plans and a global eSIM for frequent travelers with no hidden costs. One feature I really like is called Always On. Once you install your eSIM, you automatically get 1 GB of backup data every month, so if plans change, Holofly has your back. If you're planning your own trip to China, scan the QR code on screen or use the link in the description below and use my code LAYS to get 5% off your purchase.
It's all done.
The moment I arrived, the atmosphere felt completely different. Stone bridges crossed narrow canals, wooden houses lined the water, and small boats drifted quietly through the town. Strolling around, I found a cafe overlooking one of the canals and decided to slow down for a while, sitting by the water, watching boats pass by. It was easy to understand why so many people compare this place to Venice. I ended up spending nearly 5 hours exploring the Venice of Shanghai before the sun began to set. As the golden light reflected off the canals, it felt like the perfect moment to head back to Shanghai. My third day started the same way as many mornings in Shanghai, with a green onion pie for breakfast. After breakfast, I made my way to the North Bund Greenland, one of Shanghai's most underrated waterfront areas. Stretching along the Hongkou River, it offers spacious walking paths, a relaxed atmosphere, and some of the city's most impressive skyline views without the crowds found elsewhere. And in my opinion, there's no better way to enjoy a view than with a coffee in hand. A short walk later brought me to 1933 Old Millfun, one of the most unusual buildings in Shanghai. Originally built as the largest slaughterhouse in the Far East, the structure has since been transformed into a creative space filled with cafés, shops, and galleries. Its maze-like concrete corridors, bridges, and staircases give it an almost futuristic feel, making it one of the most photogenic spots in the city. Afterwards, I took a taxi to Hongkou Park. While I was a little late for peak cherry blossom season, the park was still beautiful. The mix of blooming trees, autumn colors, and peaceful pathways made it a welcome escape from the city's constant energy. A coffee later, I made my way to the Bund sightseeing tunnel. It's certainly one of Shanghai's more unusual attractions, taking you beneath the Hongkou River through a tunnel filled with lights and visual effects.
And I was walking in the streets of amber. I was freezing, almost late December, but I was stumbling. Got a few.
On the other side, I arrived in Pudong just in time for sunset.
And take a fright, someone popping up from the night. Is this morning, do you have a light? I'm sorry I'm not full mind.
Once night fell, the skyscrapers fully came to life. Surrounded by towering glass buildings, neon reflections and endless lights, the whole scene had a surreal, almost sci-fi atmosphere that made it one of the most impressive cityscapes I've experienced. My fourth day started with a special coffee at Metal Hands, one of Shanghai's most popular specialty coffee spots. For lunch, I headed to a small Michelin-rated restaurant, famous for its sesame noodles. At just 14 yuan, it was one of the cheapest meals of the trip and one of the best. From there, I made my way to a building known among photographers simply as the Red Building. With its deep red facade, curved balconies and distinctive architecture, it has become one of Shanghai's most photographed locations. Later in the afternoon, I took a Didi to Expo Culture Park to visit the Shanghai Greenhouse Garden. Unfortunately, the greenhouse is closed on Mondays, but even from the outside, the quiet, scenic park made the trip worthwhile. As sunset approached, I headed to the city god temple. Located in the heart of the city's old town, the temple dates back centuries and offers a completely different side of Shanghai. Arriving before sunset meant I could experience it twice. First in daylight and then again after dark when the lanterns illuminated the surrounding streets and traditional buildings. For my final day in Shanghai, there was one place I still wanted to see and photograph. The famous Wukang mansion, one of the city's most recognizable landmarks. Built in 1924, its distinctive wedge-shaped design has earned it comparisons to New York's Flatiron Building. Surrounded by tree-lined streets, cafés, and historic architecture, it's also one of the most photogenic corners of Shanghai. As promised, here are a few things to know that'll make traveling in China a lot smoother. First, download a map before your trip. It's the navigation app locals use, and unlike Google Maps, a map has up-to-date and reliable information. I used it throughout the entire trip and never had any issues. Next, you will want Alipay. China is almost completely cashless, and Alipay can be used for just about everything, from restaurants and attractions to convenience stores and even small local vendors. International credit cards are now accepted. It's also worth installing WeChat, especially if you need to stay in contact with hotels, tour operators, or local guides. For getting around, Didi is the Chinese equivalent of Uber and works extremely well throughout the country. And for booking hotels, trains, flights, or attractions, I found Trip.com to be the most useful app by far. Since it's a Chinese-owned platform that's widely used by locals, it has access to a huge range of hotels, transportation options, and attractions. In fact, it's embedded in the Alipay app as well. You'll also need a VPN in China to access services like Google, YouTube, Instagram, and WhatsApp. After testing several providers during this trip, ExpressVPN delivered the most reliable experience. If you're interested, they're offering 4 extra months for free through my link in the description. And finally, after testing several eSIM providers during this trip, Holofly delivered the best experience in China and is the one I would personally recommend. You'll find links to all of these apps and services in the description below. And finally, here is how much we spent on our 5-day trip through Shanghai.